Hi everyone, it's Helen here from Simply Made Crafts and thank you for joining me for today's tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make any gift bag into a lantern or a light up feature. So today I'm going to be using my free template, which is brand new. It's called the Fun Treats gift bag, and you can also make it into a box. So here is what the template makes. It either makes the gift bag here or the gift box, and I have a tutorial for these two on my Helen Griffin UK channel. Those will be out in just a couple of hours, so there's a slight overlap there, so make sure you're subscribed there so you don't miss those. But today I'm going to be showing you how to put the gift bag together using the Haunted House lantern with the template. And I've already got a few things ready to go, and I'm going to be adding some lights to that, so the front of my gift bag is going to be lit up. If you can imagine that already, you'd have seen all the details from the thumbnail. So here is the template. This is a free download from Craft World, and you need to print out 2 of these, and I've used some thick cardstock, and again the all the listings will be what I've used on my original tutorial for those, so everything will be there. And you need to print out 2 of those, and I've got some prepared already, cut out already, but we're going to be cutting this out together. And then on the other side we have my digital papers from Happy Haunting are now available as a digital, which is absolutely perfect. You can print out as many as you need for your projects, which is just one of my most favorite things in the world, basically, just having that freedom of choice just to print all of your favorite patterns. So I have here my stone on the back and the template on the front. So in the video I show you all of the hints and tips to get to know your printer on how to print those out as well, with some screenshots of your printer settings. So basically it just needs to be the borderless box needs to be unticked, and it needs to be printed out to actual size. The sun's come out. There we go, that got a bit bright, didn't it? So where were we? And there are 2 manual cuts to complete this gift bag, which I have here, 7.5 by 7.5, which I've already cut. This is going to be the front and the back, so we're going to do exactly the same on the front and back, although I don't think I'll be doing the light feature on the back. It will just be a static thing. And another 7.5 white piece of cardstock, so that is going to create a little box to pop our lights in. And now I've already done some die cutting here, but first I'm going to show you how to cut out this template and then score it. Now there was a few episodes ago on this channel where Lou did a template for one of her cards, and she showed you how to use the spray glue with your template to avoid getting all of these lines. So if you track back to that video, you will find that video there and go through all the hints and tips. I think Mr. G would have an absolute fit if I used the spray in the house. So if I did do that, I would have to go outside. I'm just trying to line this up. Now we have this track here, and we also have a space here, but as the sun's come out I can't really see what I'm doing because everything's reflecting. So I can see that is in the middle, so let's cut that up there. Lovely. And I'll go round. So for this piece gift bag we need 2 of these and 1 of those. That's going to be our base. If you're making the box, we have the flaps at the top there, and you'd need to use basically everything on there, but that is in the original tutorial. So today we are literally just featuring how to quickly put this together and how to turn your gift bag into a light up feature. Okay, so let's get cutting. So I'm just going to cut into all these little notches here, and then we can do our scoring. So do stay to the end where I will show you 2 other projects that you may have seen already, but I will show you them again. This treat bag template can be used for lots of different occasions, Christmas, birthdays, things like that. So I will show you those 2 samples that I have after I've put this together, because I can't wait to make Christmas versions as well. I haven't done Christmas on these yet. Right, so the scoring is exactly the same. Use your paper trimmer here. We have the scoring tool there. Just line everything up. And then we have this section here. So this goes in the middle, and then the scoring tool has this little notch here, this little arrow, and you can pop that right up to the section where you know the gusset will stop. And then if you want to, you can just manually do this with a bone folder and a ruler for these diagonal lines, or just switch them around like this. This central ruler panel here makes it so easy. There you go. It's going to be hard to see, but those are my score lines. There we go. Perfect. How easy was that? All done with the paper trimmer. I love that. Right, let's just do the rest of them. And then I'll be... mental note, don't get these mixed up. So I got a spare. I always, when I do these sorts of demos, I have a spare. So let's quickly get this one cut out. Success! There we go, I've done it. Right, so all we've got to do now is just fold those up and then set those aside. So grab your bone folder, and we do have these as SVG files as well, so those are also free. They'll be included in that download as well. This one went wonky. Anyways, so those are also available. If you have a cricket or a silhouette, then you could do that as well. So print out your paper and just cut straight using the machine. You will have to manually, in the design space, convert your lines, but do let me know if you need a tutorial for that one. Okay, so I've got all of these ready. I'm going to set these aside whilst we work on the front and the back. Here is what's going to be our light box, so I'm going to set that aside. So I have here 2 pieces of 7.5 by 7.5 printed paper, and I've also die cut in, so I run it through together. As you can see, these are perfectly lined up, and I use the dies here. There's a choice of windows here that you can choose from. We have straight and we have wonky, so I've used the wonky windows, and as you can see, we have some like non-Halloween type dies in there as well, with some straight windows, so that you can add or make a non-Halloween house. So if you wanted to make a gingerbread house or just a country house, you can do that as well, because we have the straight elements here. We have the nice gate, you can make that non-spooky, and this tree you can just do in a brown colour and add some flowers on there, so it'll make a nice spring tree. And cats are for all year round, even black ones. I have my little Mr. Tommy. He's my lovely black cat, not just for Halloween. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to back the back here with some vellum, so let's grab that. I've had this in my stash for yonks. I'm still going through it, so let's get that popped onto the back. I'm going to cut myself yes, I'm going to do 2 of those. I only need to cover this section here, so I'm going to cut that 6 and 6 by 5. It may come above that door line, but I'm going to be gluing that closed as well. So yes, this door does work. It comes with a little score line there, so you can open that, but I am going to do that closed. Okay, so the back of we'll say this one is the back piece. I'm going to put another piece of cardstock on the back there, possibly a grey or something, but I want the vellum on there just to soften up and make it look like a window. This back side isn't going to be lit up or anything like that, so we're going to set that aside and then work on the front. So let's glue this door closed. Bit of glue there. And then I have a door here. I'm going to pop that over there. You can choose any colour door you want to. And I've just realised with this project I'm making a haunted house version, but if you wanted to make a Christmas version of this house, that would also look absolutely awesome. And if you do make any of these, do show me. I would love to see them. I do have my Paper Crafting with Helen Griffin group on Facebook where we can share all of our makes there. It's absolutely wonderful to see all of your makes, so I do get really excited when I see everything. Okay, so we're going to be making the dorms now that go over the top. So we have these two dies here. These work together, so fold your score lines. Now I've got to make 6 of these because I have 5 windows and a door. Fold those over. There we go. And then we just add the glue just to the 2 tabs here. And then those fit onto this section, the side without the tabs, just like so. Do take your time with this. There we go. So we have the dorm there. It's going to be hard to see because it's black. And then these get glued above the windows and the door. Right, so I'm going to make 5 more of these. There we go. I'm going to make 5 more of these and glue them on, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all of my dorms on. That's looking really nice. I can really imagine this also being a lovely Christmas house as well. I'm getting all the feels here for the festive season. Right, anyway, back to Halloween. We're going to make the light box now for the back. So I've got here a 7.5 by 7.5 piece of white card, and I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch and 1 inch on all 4 sides. And if I, okay, it's quite bright, but I've got all of my score lines on there now. Let's see if I can get the proper angle so that you can see that, but you'll see it more when I start folding this. So fold all of your lines. Okay, grab your scissors. There's a few things we need to cut off here, so we're going to start by cutting off the outside corner. Now this could get confusing, so I'm doing it stage by step, square by square basically, because we'll be cutting into all of these and getting rid of more sections. Okay, so now the only bit we need to keep now for this one is this inner square here. We need to keep that. Okay, so we need to chop that and that. There we go. So this is going to be our tab, so we're just going to taper that in, and that is what you should be left with, because this section here is going to fold outwards. This is going to fold in like so to make us a little box for us to put our lights in. Alright, so do the same on all the others. If you're confident enough, you can just cut straight in and get those tabs that you need. There we go, should look like that. You can pause that whilst you cut that out. Right, so now we're just going to glue these tabs together. So add your glue. Just give that a second or two just to hold. Right, now this box should fit perfectly over those windows. and that's where we're going to pop it onto the back there with our lights. So as you can see, as a quick dry run, that's what's going to be on the inside of the bag with our lights inside. Put the battery pack here. So what we have to do now is just poke a little hole. I'm going to go just here. If I have to make any repairs, I can do. I did see that kind of come off a little bit. I think we're okay. So I've got a hole there. I can make that a little bit bigger. We're going to feed our wire lights through there. Okay, so I have two sorts here. I need to replace the batteries in this one. This one I think has 20 lights, and this is the kind of stuff that you'd get from Amazon in like a pack of 10. But those are easy. And we have here, these are from CraftStash. You can buy this at CraftStash, but they're by Studio Light, and you get 10 lights, which is just a little bit better for our project here. So let's open those up. There we go. Let's unravel these. Okay, let's pop this through the hole. Now we're going to go all the way till the battery pack meets it right there at the hole. Feed it all the way through. There we go, and I'm just going to tape this battery pack here somewhere. You may want to use some hot glue just to get that in place, but I'm just going to hold it with a bit of tape just so it's in the right place and not moving about. This is a repositionable tape just to keep that in place. I can move that about then again later. So as you can see, there's absolutely plenty here for what we need. So I've dropped that on the carpet, so it's a bit fluffy, but I'm just going to pop my tape in different places. If you want to, you can use hot glue to keep this in place. You can go in a swirly design. I'm just going to zigzag it down and then deal with any excess by swirling it back up again if I have any left over. And then before I glue this together onto the back of this panel, I'm just going to test it to see how it looks behind the windows, and if I'm not happy with where the lights are, so I've covered that light, let's move that tape, there we go. So I'll just do a quick test run just to see what it looks like, and if I don't like it, I can try a different configuration of lights. So we've got some larger windows here, so I will probably meander my way back up to the middle here. This is where I'm going to have the door at the bottom, so this is upside down for me at the moment. So let's just pop that there, and then have the last one just taped down there in the centre. There we go. Let's do a little test run now, see how that looks. Again, if you use the longer lights, your gift bag's going to be a lot brighter if you use the 20 lights. Okay, let's pop that over there. Oh, I love that. Look at that. I love that. That's so spooky, especially when you start to add all your bits. Yay! Right, sorry, that was a little bit of a happy yay. There we go. I used the wrong panel. That is looking awesome. I love this. That is going to look great on display, actually. You don't even have to put treats into that bag. Right, so let's get this glued on. So let's not waste the batteries. These are replaceable as well, so don't worry about that. I think it's CR32, something like that. Yes, CR2032. I had the 32 and the CR in my head. Right, so let's get this glued on. Right, I've got my door section there. I don't need any light below this bit there, so I want to prioritise all the light going up. Again, I'm just going to turn this on before I commit to gluing this down. Happy with that? Yep. And then we can press this down. And there is the front of our bag done. We just got to think about our decorations now and what we're going to do. Got to add the cat as well. Yes, I'm really enjoying this. So we're going to pop our bag together now, and then we're going to work on a little roof feature and the handles. Okay, so I've just die cut some handles. So if you have any of my handbag dies or the decorative fittings die set, the handles are going to be perfect for gift bags that you're making by hand or anything like that. So if you don't have any of those and you want to make your own handle, there are instructions here on the manual measurements for that, so you don't have to have the dies for that. But I just love the way that it's got the stitching detail and this end just there. So I've used the Halloween houndstooth paper from the digital paper pack. Now I had to have this in there because it matches my packaging. Had to have the houndstooth, the Halloween version. Right, so that's now ready. Let's get assembling. Okay, so we have the front, the back, and the two side pieces and the base. So I'm going to work around this front piece here first. So let's get the base put on first. Move this up. So I'm just going to add glue just to this skinny little tab here and then attach that there. It should be quite easy because the box at the back there is lifting this up so you can really see where your score lines are lining up. There we go, there is the base on. Let's do the side gussets now. And then close that and then press that down, and then get your hand inside or a ruler or a bone folder and just press everything down. I can't reach that far on the sides, but I can get my hand in like that just to firm that in place, making sure everything stays square at the bottom. There we go, here is our bag. It's really coming together. Now let's do a little test here with the lights. Oh, I love that. Right, so let's do the handles and then the roof. Just going to curl those. Okay, so I'm going to ink the backs of these with some black soot distress oxide ink, so I shall be right back. Okay, so I've just used some Distress Oxide, black soot and a brush there just to get the backs of those off. White, grey sort of shade. If you want to, you can print, as it's a digital paper pack, you can print on both sides. So you could print the stone section on the back, or you can just do the same pattern on both sides and you'll get a double-sided piece of paper then. So let's glue these on. So these handles are actually going to, the base of the handles are actually going to be hidden by the roof section that we're going to add. Okay, turn that over, do the same on the other side, and do your best to line up the handles so they're meeting in the same place, and that will also make them the same height as well, which is quite important when you pick up your bag. You want your handles to be at the same height. Okay, there we have our handles. You can literally just stop there, just decorate it with some trees and things like that from Halloween themed sets. So any of my other die sets that I have, you can use to add more finishing touches. We have the stamp set here with the dies that cut that out, that's Halloween themed. We also have the bat gift bag that has a bat face on there and the pumpkin face. You can make some pumpkins. We have the spell book as well, that's got some more. And then we have the tombstone, which I have actually used for this one here to just decorate just the plain same gift bag. Just use the tombstone to decorate it with, because that comes with loads of decorating dies. I love the grass feature as well. That might look good along the bottom of the house, so I might delve into that die set to finish this bag off, because the grass looks really nice, I think, with that. It gives it that pop of colour. Right, so let's do the roof. Okay, so here is my piece here for the roof section. It measures 7.5 by 1.5, and I've scored it at 1/2 inch just along the long side. And I'm going to add my roof sections just here so that these zigzag up and down, so I don't want this line here to be visible, so I'm just going to pop that on there and then add this one to that side and then trim off the excess. Okay, I might add something here. We have a join here. I can cover that up with something. So once that glue has dried properly, you can just then lift up these little points. It just gives it that little bit of extra dimension. So I'm not sure if the light's picking that up. That is where it's going to look like. The sun has gone completely behind some black clouds now. It's a much more comfortable temperature. Autumn is here now, which is wonderful. The last couple of months I've been absolutely whinging about the temperatures, so this is perfect. There we go, we've got our roof now. It's all 3D, and we're just going to add just a bit of this ink here to the underside of this flap. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just taking away the white edge. Again, if you print the stone on both sides of the paper, then you're not going to have this. There we go. Right, let's get this glued. We're going to add our glue now to this section here, the outside section. We're just going to add this across the top of the bag. Now some of that handle is showing, but hopefully it won't show very much. This does want to stick out quite a bit, so we're going to need to lower that down. So I'm going to be using some foam pads here. Now CraftStash have black ones, which is perfect for Halloween. Let's grab those. Here we go, we've got black ones here. So it's really going to blend in with our Halloween projects. And I have some already cut in half, but they're the wrong size. They're too skinny for what I want. So we're just going to use these ones here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the backing off that one and build up to make it double. And then I'm going to pop this just here. There we go. Do the same again. Okay, and we're just going to fold that down. There we have our little roof section. Now if you want to add another tile here, literally just trim this off a little bit shorter, and then you can have another one just there, just to complete that. Okay, so let's decorate this now for Halloween and finish this bag. So I have here 2 of my ephemera packs. I have these 2 as well that I'd like to use, but if you really want to decorate this for Halloween, this is an old Ferrero Rocher box. I have here the ephemera pack, the Spooky Webs ephemera, and then we also have, I've got all of my little Halloween bits in here. We also have these other Halloween elements. Let me grab the pack for that. This is the Halloween Horror ephemera pack as well. So these are all available. These ones are brand new and available at CraftStash right now. So let's get decorating. And here we have our finished light up gift bag. Now this technique that you can use on any gift bag you want. You just need to make the box for the back and add your lights, have something silhouette-y in the front there so that your lights can shine through, and that is it. So everything that I've used today is listed down below. There'll be links there, and also do check out the Helen Griffin UK channel for the other tutorials for the box and the gift bag right there as well. Those are step by step along with hints and there we go. So this is the bag here. There's loads of room inside for your treats. Again, make sure you secure the battery pack in. So there is the gift bag. So thank you very much for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this one, and I'll see you again soon.